Here's Westbrook. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. And small and power forward, Leonard and Batum. Paul George is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Batum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Cans it from downtown. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Shoots from the high post. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Leonard's got 33. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Hard to believe you can have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
The Lakers have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Take a break. At the line for two shots.
And that one falls for Hachimura. One of my favorite eras in NBA history, Clark, the 80s Showtime.
Played against those guys. Thankfully, it was just twice a year as we were in the Eastern Conference. But those dudes were unbelievable. Magic running the point. Kareem still playing at a high level down low. Worthy finding his stride and finishing the break. They didn't just win titles. Showtime had a flavor that was fun to watch if you weren't being run out of the building by it.
Here's Highland. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Here's George. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Here's Hachimura. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside. Is working for us. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
So with Westbrook on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron now, Worthy. Come on now, it's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to you.
Well, He's got a point, David, and we thank you for your report. And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And continuing to press their advantage, they're not taking their foot off the gas. And not just a three-point shooter. JR proves that game in and game out.
And stolen by Russell. And the Lakers with another turnover here.
Coming into
The Lakers making a switch here. James is checked in. Clippers leading by 9. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Morris from 16 feet away. He can score. Morris has got his first bucket in this one.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
The shot's good from Smith.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Highland passes to Powell. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That's his first.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the
He's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear.
At the line for one.
And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available.
Bones Highland. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Russell's got 10.
He can knock it down from range, convert at the rack, and there you see the pull-up by D'Angelo. Multifaceted as a scorer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
There's Gordon with the three, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Smith the pass to Russell. Here's Reeves. Smith with a wide open look, and another three for the Lakers.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Yep, that one goes.
Confidence of Morris. Even with the hand in his face, he knows he can deliver.
And the Lakers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. And again, the Clippers good for two.
You know, he gets such elevation on that jump shot, does Westbrook, and his concentration impeccable.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Third team foul.
Back to James. And they double up James. Loads it up for Davis.
Well, liking the shot selection by Davis there. I mean, just really smart basketball. Take what the defense gives you.
Here's Powell. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. That's now 8 points now in the game for Norman Powell.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Russell with a wide open look. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
That's a 2 from Powell. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Really left alone that time. Reeves has got 9.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Russell, and he lays it straight in. 18 points for D'Angelo Russell.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Highland passes to Westbrook. Powell for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively, and that one gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof. Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
A shot's good from LeBron.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
The Clippers in the lead. Westbrook kicks to Powell. Over LeBron, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
From about 16, and again the Clippers good for 2.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Russell, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron down. Russell's got 20. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
Oftentimes, Clark, with Jared Vanderbilt, his impact isn't reflected in the box score.
Yeah, you know, that's a good point, Kevin. He puts up solid rebounding numbers, but I think it's his defense, which is his greatest attribute. He's a lockdown defender, and he's a high-energy hustle guy who plays with a lot of edge and tenacity, and that has value on just about any team.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
And they know they're the better team and out to prove as much tonight. They split the season series a year ago, but they want to change that up.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. And that bucket in no time at all. Powell's got 19 points. Shooter kicks to Walker.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic, and he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Latrey, it's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Russell.
He is lighting them up from deep this period. This team has made a concerted effort to make sure he continues to get shots.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And a wide open look for Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Walker's got 11 points.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Got that one up quick. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Lakers working the ball around now. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And when you think about veteran guard Dennis Schroeder, still such a shifty, unpredictable player.
Yeah, he really is, because of the way he can change gears and play at different speed. Very impressive. At his best, when he's putting blinding speed to use, he doesn't always unleash it, but when he does, it's very effective.
Hatchimer is checked in for the Lakers.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a big one. But that's going to change soon.
Poke loose. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And, you know, we all know Schroeder can score now, but they're a nice assist to his wide-open teammate.
And Leonard gets it to go. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help. And how's that for the killer crossover? That's a thing of beauty.
The Clippers shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Davis.
One shot.
Free throw good, Westbrook.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down. He gets 4 points with a bucket from Schroeder. Outside, George for three. Knocks down the three ball. George has got 36.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Leonard, and again the Clippers good for 2.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And there's another turnover by the Lakers.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Vanderbilt. Mann's checked in for the Clippers.
Well, they've been running the offense through Leonard all night, and why not?
Smith outside. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Smith's got 28.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
George, that's a 2-pointer. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers. Outside, Walker. Smith for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Outside for George. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for the Clippers.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. We make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Ball movement was a real factor. They played unselfishly with patience. Guys got shots in their favorite spots. When you get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
They've had a few issues in the first half. The turnovers really stand out. It's hard to stay in the game when you're giving possessions away. Plus, it lets the other team run on the
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Heading to the court.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
They've got LeBron James. Also Jared Vanderbilt out there. And it's Walker in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Darvin Ham. And that one's good. James.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Russell passes to Reeves. With a step back. And again, it's the Lakers.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Westbrook. Launches a 3. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
To the inside. Another possession. Another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Wasted no time on that one. Leonard's got 54 points.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Back to LeBron. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And this is the game plan for him, and he's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And trying to extend this lead, no better way than playing north and south, getting after it. Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack the confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim. They could not have asked for a better start to the second half. Perfect from the floor so far.
And the Lakers call time here. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.